a thog video.
Hi, and welcome to Man-Eating. Now today on Man-Eating, I'm going to follow up from a previous video where we looked at various cocktails. Now in the cocktails video, what we tried to do was to make up new cocktails on the fly, as it were, using a variety of spirits and a variety of mixers. Now to be quite honest with you, none of the combinations really hit the spot. Some were nice, some weren't quite so good, but to be honest, none of them I really felt, yeah, this is a perfect combination, something that I would drink every day. So what I've done is I've actually hit upon a fantastic combination that you will love. Now, the spirit that we're using today, this morning, depending on when you're watching this, although should you really be watching a cocktails video in the morning? I'm using Josef Meier's Krauter liquor. This is a herbal liquor, something similar to Jagermeister. It has to be about £3 cheaper than the Jagermeister. It does taste quite similar to Jagermeister. It's not identical, but it's not far off. Just as a reminder of the taste. It's not entirely unlike cough syrup. Which is interesting because I would normally say exactly the same thing about Aftershock, but it doesn't have this sort of aniseedy kick of Aftershock, which to be honest I was never a huge fan of. Some of the Aftershocks were better than others, but I was never really a big fan of Aftershock, whilst this is quite nice. That said, it's probably not one that I would want to drink neat. And the odd little drink like this is okay. But nevertheless, I would ideally go for it in a mixer. Now obviously probably the best known mixer for Jagermeister is Red Bull or another energy drink to make a Jager bomb. And I do like Jager bombs very, very much. That said, I wanted to try and hit on something that didn't use an energy drink, because it is a little bit weird for your system using a version of alcohol which kind of slows you down and makes you sleepy, and an energy drink which gives you a buzz, and kind of that mixture isn't fantastic for your system. And we're very, very keen on, body's a temple and all that here on Man-Eating. So, after a lot of experimentation, I found the perfect thing to go with Josef Meier's Krauter liquor is cream soda. Here I've got bar ice cream soda, but any kind of cream soda is perfectly acceptable. I think I've just used like the Morrison's own brand cream soda. Very, very nice. The bars is good. So, what we're going to do, now, this might be a little bit of a throw for those who are used to Jager bombs, because the trick with the Jager bomb is you would have your Red Bull in there, and then you would drop in a shot of Jagermeister into the drink and down it all in one. To be honest, because I quite like the taste of Jagermeister or Josef Meier's Krauter liquor, I'm quite happy mixing them and drinking it more steadily. So we'll put maybe a drop more even. Let's go mad. Let's put some ice cream soda in there. Cream soda, American cream soda, however you want to call it. And a dash Krauter liquor. And we'll use the good old whizzy thing to mix it all up. To be honest, it doesn't even need mixing up like that. You can just put a dash in and drink it, but we have a whizzy thing, let's use it. Obviously the whizzy thing has sort of exacerbated the fizz a little bit, but that's not a problem. That's really, really tasty. The sort of vanilla of the cream soda really complements the spices, and it becomes a really nice, tasty drink. And the great thing is you can make it as strong or as weak as you want. So you can make it quite weak, really, and have something that you might drink, almost like a session beer. Or you can make it a little bit stronger and just have it as a sort of, maybe one for the night sort of thing. Entirely as you wish. What do we call this? Well, all I can really think of it is, bear in mind the two liquids that we've got here, I guess it's a creamy kraut. And it's a very tasty creamy Kraut. If I do say so myself. But this isn't really a cocktail. This is just a spirit and a mixer. To make it a cocktail, we need to go a little bit further. So, for our cocktail, for the deluxe creamy Kraut, we're going to put in some ice cream soda. We're going to put in a dash of Josef's Krauter liqueur, and we are going to put in some ice cream. Now this ice cream, just to make it a little bit softer and easy to mix, I've microwaved for 20 seconds. You don't necessarily have to do that. You could put it in straight out of the freezer. You could maybe even use a blender to whiz it all up. But I just microwaved it, so it'll all mix in just that bit easier. And this is where our mixy thing really comes into play. What is it called? It doesn't have a name, but it was manufactured in Germany, which is probably why it works so well. That's giving it quite a different colour. If we just compare the two there, you see that's really quite different. That is, yeah, that almost looks like a smoothie. Oh my word, that is very fancy indeed. Now, the only thing I would say, that is very rich. It's really full of flavour. It is a proper cocktail, is that? I mean, you could really mix things up. You could put in like a cocktail stick with a cherry on, or maybe a little umbrella. You could make this really into a proper fancy cocktail if you wanted, because that is lovely. And the only thing that I would say is that I did use one of these little raspberry ripple tubs for the ice cream. And to be honest, I'm not entirely sure a raspberry ripple is the best choice. It's nice, it's very nice, but the raspberry does very slightly clash with the Krauter liquor. So you're probably better off using a good quality vanilla, like a Wars vanilla, something like that. So maybe even one of these sort of extra special ones with vanilla beans in. But nevertheless, that is still a very nice, rather lush, shall we say, cocktail. And that, my friends, is how you make a creamy Kraut. I suppose if you make this but you use Jagermeister. Yeah, if you use that instead, I suppose it's a creamy mister. Nevertheless, I hope you enjoy it. By all means, let me know how you make your creamy Kraut. If you have particular types of ice cream, or maybe you've tried a different mixer. Something else that goes very well with this sort of herbal spice liqueur. Do let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching. Bye!